welcome to Mr. Sommers Civics. This course, Civics, covers everything that involves government. That can be our government or other governments around the world. We're going to cover the foundations of government, who came up with the ideas that created our modern day governments. We're going to look over old documents like the Magna Carta and the Mayflower Compact, and newer documents, well, newer to us, newer documents like the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution, which we use every day, and our Bill of Rights. We're going to do all of this and cover all of this information in a variety of ways. We're going to be using Cornell notes to help us keep organized and keep track of what's important. We're going to be doing a lot of group and individual lessons and projects that'll help us really dig deep into the information we're trying to cover. And we're going to use Socratic seminars so that we can learn from one another. We're going to be doing all of this through the use of technology, with online video lessons that are available to you 24/7. So that way, maybe one day in class you had a headache and you just couldn't retain the information the way you needed to. You can always, when you're feeling better, go back and redo the lesson, or re-listen to the lecture, or use that lecture to help you on a future assignment. The way my class is going to be set up is you're going to have interactive packets. So at the beginning of each unit, which is normally about 2 weeks long, I'm going to give you a packet. This packet will contain everything you need for the entire unit, and will have a pacing guide on the front. The pacing guide will be set up so you know which date you need to be doing which assignment. So when you see the assignment on the date you need to work on, you need to complete the assignment, and then you check it off. You'll be using guided Cornell notes at first, and eventually we will segue into just regular Cornell notes. The Cornell notes are essential in keeping you organized in this class. I'll have another video later on that goes into the specifics on how to create Cornell notes. Each section in your packet will also have a scale. The scale will be on a 0 to 4 scale, and you will assess yourself and determine how much, if you understand the information, or do you feel you're comfortable with the information enough to be able to explain it to someone else. You'll assess yourself on the scale before and after each section. You will also have 3 level questions, which means you need to make up 3 different questions on each topic each week, so at different levels. So we're going to go over the Costas levels of questioning. We're going to have an assignment on this later in the week that'll help you understand this more. But for right now, just know, each week you're going to need to come up with at least 3 questions. You're going to have bi-monthly close reads, which will be something that pertains to what we're covering in the text and in the unit. And these close reads will help you get ready for this bi-monthly Socratic seminars. It'll provide you with background information on both sides of different controversial topics, and you as a class will discuss them with each other and help each other to learn and understand the information. During the week, if you have everything up to date in your packet and you want something else to do, I will have extra credit for you, a bunch of extra credit projects that are designed to help take the information and move it to the next level. Those extra credit projects can come in a variety of different types. They can be writing assignments, they can be group projects, they can be visual aids, lots of different types of projects. So feel free, if you're up to date in your packet, to ask me, hey, Mr. Sommers, one of those extra credit projects. The grading policy for my class is tests and quizzes account for 30% of your grade. Your packet counts for 40% of your grade, because that's where the bulk of the work you'll be showing me. Participation is 20%. And when I do the random packet/note checks, which means when I'm walking around and making sure you're up to date, getting everything completed on time, that counts for 10%. The participation grade is at 20%, but it also includes your grades for your Socratic seminars, when we discuss as a class the different topics to help you better understand the materials. And that'll also include your group grades, and any group work we do will all be included in participation. You will have access to all the videos on your electronic device that you can access either at school or at home. You can go to YouTube, youtube.com, and look up Mr. Sommers History, and that is the channel, the Sommers Social Studies channel. We'll have all the videos on it. And you can also use SchoolTube, which is usually easier when you're at school because it's not blocked by the settings, so you'll have no problem watching the videos. This is the video for SchoolTube. You open up a web browser, Safari, Chrome. In the top, you type in schooltube.com. It'll look like this. In the search bar, you type in Pasco Middle School.
and then click Enter. It'll bring you a page like this. Go to Schools on the right-hand side and click on Schools. This will bring you to the page that has all of my videos. Some of the videos are from last year, but the newest videos will always be on top. So you just click on a video, and it'll bring you to the video screen page. When you're there, you can then either enlarge the video to full screen, shrink the video so that way you can read the comments below it, and that's pretty much how you use SchoolTube. The way a typical day in my classroom will work, or the classroom procedure will go, is for the first part of class, you'll come in, we'll sit down, we'll watch Channel 1 News, so we can stay current on to the topics in today's events, and then we'll watch the instructional video that is on the syllabus for that day. At that point, you have free range of your electronics. You can either use the electronics to do the work on your own, you can watch the video as we replay it in class, and you can go over any section questions, anything that needs to be completed. This is also the time when you can use your electronics to do research for extra credit projects if you choose to do them. And the last thing we need to go over for you to be successful in this class is how the packet works. We will have a packet for each unit. The packet will have on the front page a pacing guide. The pacing guide has three components: the date when you should have the item done, a description of what the item is and if there's a video that goes with it, and a spot for you to mark when you get it completed. This way you can keep track of your own work. In the first packet, you'll have a note with a letter home to the parents. So please show this to your parents and have them read through it. After that, in the packet, you should see a learning profile quiz. You will take this learning profile later in the week, and it'll help me find out what kind of learner you are so I can better assist you. Followed by a few pages of guided Cornell notes that correspond to the different videos that are posted on SchoolTube and YouTube. This is what a typical packet will look like for each unit as we go throughout the entire year.